Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. After the last video where I talked about how a full-size and travel stroller fit into the trunk of our Model Y, I figured it might also be helpful just to give you guys some interior trunk dimensions, just in case you guys are also wondering. So I'll just be measuring with the rear seats up, since as a family of four, these seats are just rarely ever going to go down. This is probably our configuration 99% of the time, so going to Costco, Target, Trader Joe's, etc. This is basically how we are going to be keeping our seating, and so that's the trunk space that we'll have available to us. So we'll just take a quick look. We'll show you the dimensions of the trunk, the width of the opening, the depth, the widest points, the narrowest points of the trunk, and then I'll also take a look at the sub trunk as well to show you guys how much space you guys have there. So let's take a look. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the dimensions of the Model Y trunk. First, we'll start with the opening and then kind of make our way into the trunk for the dimensions. So for the opening here, so the opening of the trunk, it's about like 40 inches wide. So you have about 40 inches of space here at the very base of the trunk at the opening. And then as you make your way, it does taper just a little bit. So up here, the opening decreases just a little bit to about 39 inches, so it does taper just a little bit as you go deeper into the trunk. In terms of the depth, this obviously looks pretty deep, so from the back of the seats to about kind of where the trunk will close, it's about 42 to 43 inches deep, so that is pretty deep. When we are taking a look at the width of the trunk, so kind of at the widest point, so into the little like deep well pockets here on the side, we have about like 60 inches at the widest point in the trunk. Obviously with the wheel wells, it's going to get a little bit narrower. So between the wheel wells, we have about 37 inches. So it does narrow in a little bit as you go deeper into the car. Be mindful that the Model Y kind of has like this sloped roof line, so if you are loading up any like big bulky boxes, you can't have the huge box here because it's not like your traditional like SUV where it's like a big box, right? Here, since it tapers down, you're going to have a little bit less space in terms of height here versus deeper into the cabin. Further back, you have about 27 inches of vertical space at the deepest part of the trunk, and then toward the back of the car, you're probably only going to get about 22 inches as you make your way back because of that tapered roof line. So just be aware of that if you are looking to purchase a Model Y or have a Model Y and you want to fit big bulkier items. This probably may not carry as much as you had hoped for. So let me go ahead and put in the parcel shelf real quickly, and we'll take a look at how much space we have underneath the shelf. Alright, so here we have the parcel shelf in place now, so we'll take a look at how much space we have below and then just above the parcel shelf, just in case you want to keep it in this configuration, you like to keep your stuff covered like we do most of the time. You'll kind of see how much space you have below and then above. So with the parcel shelf in place, you have about 14.5 inches below that shelf in place. So not a super high height underneath there. So and then this is a rigid shelf, so like it doesn't really, you can't really, pull it down on top of something and then let something poke through it. So this is rigid, so if you do have something bulking there, it's just gonna like sit on top of it. Above the shelf though, you have about like another 11 inches like toward the back of it. Obviously as you get closer, it's only going to be like 4 or 5 inches as you get closer to that roof line or the glass. So just kind of be mindful of that if you are keeping that parcel shelf in place. Your space below and then the space above. Just for comparison's sake, our other vehicle, it's a Lexus 4th Gen RX 350. That one has about 18 inches of space underneath that shelf, so considerably more space underneath. So just be mindful if you're moving from something like that to a Model Y, you're probably going to have a little bit less overall trunk space in this car. Alright, and so finally this is the sub-trunk space. So there's a nice space below the trunk floor that offers you a little bit extra space. So just taking a look at the sub-trunk space, we'll take a look kind of at the widest part of the sub-trunk. It's about 31.5 inches wide. There are these little shelves on the side, so it does narrow down just a little bit as you get deeper into the sub-trunk. So that narrower space, you have about like 24.5 inches toward the bottom of width. And then in terms of height, the sub-trunk is about like 15 inches deep. So it does go pretty deep, so you can definitely get, you know, a lot of items in there. You can probably fit like a small suitcase in there. You can probably fit other items in there, groceries, whatever you need to. So it's a nice additional bonus space that you have in addition to the trunk floor. So yeah. All right, so that's it, you guys. That's just a really quick video on the interior dimensions of the new Model Y Juniper trunk. If you guys like this video, you guys want more videos just like this one, feel free to comment in the suggestions for anything else that you guys might want to see. Also, please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. You can definitely follow us along as we live with our first EV. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys in the next video.